Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Wow. All I can say is wow. I was doing my research this morning and came across an article that said, hey, layer twos could be having a problem. Not layer twos in general, Bitcoin layer twos. And I sat there for a minute and I was reading an article and I was like, whoa, that's actually a big deal. Why? Because there's a rise in transaction fees. Now, that rise in transaction fees makes it hard for people to do business, to transact on those layer twos. And the less they interact, well, and that could actually hurt the financial stability of those companies. And that could lead to some bankruptcies or closing of doors if they want to close gracefully. That's actually a very big deal. So I will be paying attention to that. Layer twos on other chains, yeah, they go through the same thing. But some of the older layer twos, been around for a while, they're not going anywhere. But that Bitcoin layer two issue actually raised some concerns for me about those layer twos. So am I going to invest in those layer twos? Probably not. Probably not, because that's too much of risk for me. That does not fit my risk profile. So yeah, nah, I'll be walking away from those. There's been a surge in institutional investment in Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, or rather, Bitcoin investment. Let's be specific. There's a company, right? There's a hedge fund in Europe that just disclosed that they actually invested $420 million in Bitcoin. Wow. That's all kinds of wow. When people see numbers go down, they panic. They get floppy hands. And what this says is, while you're having floppy hands, or while we see the time coming for your floppy hands to happen, we're buying more. We're buying more. So watch out for those companies right now. They're saying, yeah, we're taking MicroStrategy. We're taking a $2 billion loan on some stuff that we have, and we're going to go buy some Bitcoin. Or we're going to sell some bonds on the stock, on our stocks, and we're going to go buy some more Bitcoin. Pay attention to that. Why is that? Because that's institutional investment buying in. Do you not think that institutional investors are rushing to buy in right now at these prices? At these prices, everything is a steal. And even if you're just buying Bitcoin at this price is a steal. It's a deep, deep, deep discount. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm going to pay attention to that. So I dipped in yesterday, right? I told you guys I dipped in yesterday. I bought Cardano, Link, Shiba Inu, and Bitcoin. And I'm waiting. I'm not buying anything else. I'm waiting because the market's either going to go up or it's going to dive another 20%. We had this conversation last night. And I agreed with the person that said it. It said, well, I'm waiting for the rest of the dust to settle because it could drop another 20%. And I was like, I guess I have a different risk factor because I'm thinking that it won't. But I also said that just because I think it won't, or my odds say that it won't, doesn't mean that it won't. So I stopped buying. I bought at the level that I wanted to buy, and I'm waiting. What's the worst case scenario? I buy as it goes up. Isn't that normal? But if it goes down again, then what I've got is an opportunity, a serious opportunity to actually buy back in, right? Because I've kept that money on the side, specifically earmarked for instant reaction. Now, will it be instant? It'll be instant once I see that we've hit a nice level again. But a 20% drop, a 20% drop from right here where Bitcoin's about 55, right? It's about 55. That's like what? 11,000? So $44,000? Yeah, that would be a ridiculous opportunity right there. That would be a ridiculous opportunity right there. And there are a lot of projects out there that are going to hurt. Oh, they're going to hurt. They're going to hurt big. But I want you to think about something. Meme coins are not going to hurt. They're going to hurt because they go down. But because they're not doing any real work, they're not hurting. They're not hurting at all. So they'll be around. Right? For the most part, they'll be around. And when the market picks up, when one ship rises, all ships rise. So I'll be paying attention to that. A market downturn isn't going to destroy, in my humble opinion, isn't going to destroy meme coins because they're already out there. They're already there. They already exist. It's going to slow down the trade of meme coins. But once everything picks up again and everybody's back to having fun, playing around with their meme coins, there you go. So that's something that I'm paying attention to very hard, right? Now, the imperfect storm to me had a few factors to it. You had the yen being strengthened, the dollar being weakened. So that trade framework, well, that didn't work. You'd be able to borrow yen, right? Borrow against the yen to take that and go invest because it's cheaper to pay this back because the yen was going down. But with the yen going up, now you've got to pay back more. And that destroyed a lot of people, especially those people that leveraged what they got on the yen. If they leveraged that, they were degens. Well, they're hurting. So maybe they borrowed $1,000, $2,000. Well, now they get to pay back $1,100, $2,200. Oh, yeah. It's called a carryover trade. Look that up. It's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. It's very sophisticated. So I'm not telling you to go do it, but you might want to go research the carryover trade. Something else had happened. India, out of nowhere, just says, hey, Binance, you owe us $86 million in taxes. Say what now? What was that? 86 million? So yeah, Binance is fighting. Binance is fighting hard because, yeah, I'd be fighting. Have you lost your mind? $86 million? That's kind of like to me, it's kind of like India charging Binance to figure out how to tax crypto. What are you talking about? Do your job. Do your job. So you're going to charge them a premium? What about everybody else? Oh, you can't charge WazirX because they got hacked and they might go out of business, huh? Huh. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, like, how is India doing business when it comes to crypto? How are they doing business? Oh, that's dirty business, if you ask me. Very, very dirty business. But you know what I should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. All righty. Let's hop on over. All right. So let's start with the top 25 losers, okay? When I look at the top 25 losers, who am I paying attention to? I'm going to call out MMX just because they're ranked 222. I just like the number. They have a 1.57 GMBX factor. Okay, all right. Can I see that happening? Maybe. $195 million market cap, so they're under the $500 million mark. Still, maybe. Right? Maybe. 61% off of their all-time high. That could be interesting. I'd probably do a little bit of research on them. This is how I'm finding new things. I'll tell you about that in a second. Right? Let's see who else we should be paying attention to. There you go. Nope. Wow. This is crazy. So what do you find on here? You find a lot of these, right? What are those? Those are fiat-based tokens or stable coins. That's why they should be at zero. And I thought I'd be finding more, but guess not. Who are the top 25 winners? Oh, those are big numbers for winners. Oh, those are big numbers for winners. Ooh. Pendle is up 34%. In 24 hours, Pendle is up 34%. Now, you had to be smart enough to get in when it hit its low. And if you were already in, did you buy in when it hit that low? That's when it's tough. It's got a 1.78 GMBX factor. That is interesting. That is interesting. What else is out there? We have Brett up 32%. BitTensor up 30%. Sats Ordinals up 28%. Ondo up 26%. Holy moly. I know nothing about this AIOZ network, but it's got a 111. I told you I'm into numbers. And it's got an X factor of 4.4x. A GMB X factor of 4.4x. I'd be doing some research on these guys, right? It's over $500 million mark, so it's a small cap, but not micro to me, right? It's a very small cap. Okay, cool. But would I pay attention to it? Probably. At 174, you have Turbo up 22%. Notcoin 63 at 19%. Pepe is up 18%. So you could have been making money. Like I told you, those last ones were meme coins that I told you about. And this is what I mean. Meme coins aren't going to go away. They're just going to take a dip the same way everything else, and same thing everything else takes a hit on. However, it's not to say that they will never go away. It's just that I'm saying that I don't think this will make them go away. Just saying. And as meme coins do well, what happens? That's right. Solana does well because most of the meme coins are on Solana. Most of the meme coins are actually running on Solana. So something to be interested in. Now, I heard about Caitlyn Jenner wanting to open up, a new coin. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, some kind of Olympic tide coin. And I'm sitting back and I'm just saying to myself, are you not watching everybody else get into trouble over this? Are you sure that's what you want to do, Caitlyn? I don't know. Bud. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. But let's get to the GMB X factor. We are introducing the GMB X factor 250, right? It's the top 250 coins and their respective GMB X factors. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's forcing me to look outside of my comfort zone. Like I just told you about the coin ranked 222 and the coin ranked 111. It's because I noticed their GMB X factor. It called out and I was able to say, oh, so this far off your range and you're ranked within the top 250 coins. That's not easy. That's not easy. Out of the hundreds of thousands of coins that are out there, that's not an easy feat. So it basically highlighted for me possible opportunities, possible future opportunities. That's why I'm using the GMBX factor. That's how I'm using the GMBX factor. And it also puts a little bit of reality on me, right? Because it says, well, do I really think Polkadot's going to hit 11.36x to reach their all-time high in this bull run? And my answer to that is no. I don't think they'll do it. But do I think they'll achieve a high X factor? Yes, I do think that they would achieve a high GMBX factor during this bull run. It's up to me to determine how much of a GMBX factor and to compare that to others that I might be interested in. Now, take a look at Toncoin right here, ranked number 10, but take a look at Toncoin. It's got a 0.5x GMBX factor. It's only 33.77, nice number, off of its all-time high. Now, when I sit back and I look at this, well, am I interested in buying more? Yes, because I believe the potential is there. But now I'm not looking at what their X factor is going to be, right? That's not going to give me an idea about how much money earning potential I have with this particular coin. I'm going to have to do another one that says, what X do I think it will have? Will it blow through its $8.25 high? Do I think that is what's going to happen? I do think that's what's going to happen. Well, how far? 9.25, 10.25, 12.25, $12? I said by the end of the year, I think it's going to hit $10. That's what I had said. I think by the end of the year, it's going to hit $10. It's quite possible it could hit 12. My far off shot would be 15. So based on its movement, based on the size, based on everything that's going on right now, I've picked out three numbers: 10, 12, 15. So when I look at 10, 12, and 15, well, I can do a GMB. I can do a GMB factor on that. And I can start to figure out, oh, okay. And then I can start to say, well, what do I think the chances are of it hitting? And I can do that kind of research against every coin out there, whether it be against their all-time high or against a number I think it'll reach. Aha. Now you know why I use the GMBX factor. Now you know how I'm going to use it. So that's that. What else do we have? Not much going on. ISM numbers came in yesterday. They actually came in at a level where people were kind of like, ooh, excuse me, okay. Nothing much going on for the rest of the week except for this tiny little thing, jobless claims. That's going to be something. So we will be paying attention to jobless claims. Now, we're in extreme fear right now. Extreme fear. Last week we were at 67, still fully in greed. Now we're at 17. Is that nuts or what? That's because of floppy hands. We're extreme. I'm going to start calling this extreme floppy hands. That's where we're at. DeFi Llama, $85 million total value locked. That's a huge drop. You can see it right here. Just fell off a cliff. Will it come back? Of course it'll come back. When will it come back? Don't know. Now look at this. Remember yesterday? Right there. 49,622 thereabouts. We hit that resistance and came back a little bit. Now we're trading in between my light blue band and my blue band. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, if you pay attention, if you zoom out, we're actually trading between this green band and the bottom and the floor being this blue band. That's where we're trading. We've been trading within that range for a while. It's just that you don't want to see this kind of a move, right? See, if you draw a line, it would be, yeah, you don't want to see this kind of a move. I mean, even if you connect the dots over here, this one, you drew a line. You weren't going to call this drop. You were not going to call that drop. Now, when I sit back and I look at this, I kind of go, yeah, we weren't going to call that drop. So it was a flash crash. You could have predicted this, but you weren't going to predict this. And now you've got to figure out, well, how are we going to come back? And that's what I'm thinking about. I don't know what to tell you, but now you know why I pay attention to the news. I pay attention to integrations. I pay attention to adoption. That's what I'm paying attention to. That's really what I'm paying. Now, I don't like the fact that India came out with a $86 million tax bill for Binance. But you know what I do like about that statement? That crypto's here to stay. They're figuring out how to tax it. Right? They know that it's here to stay, period. More adoption. Sounds nuts, but that really is adoption. When a government has to say, damn, we have to pay attention to this. So just saying, it's a big deal. On the big board, yeah, everything looks green. Everything looks green. Coming back hard. However, just remember, look at the levels that we're at. Big drops. Big, big, big drops. And remember what I said? Solana was down in the hundreds, way lower than this. I think the last time I saw it, it was like 10 something, 109 or something like that. And I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, 109 to 137. Even if it 109 or 111, but either way, that's a big move. That is a big, big, big move. Cardano at 32. When I start thinking about where it could be, XRP was lower than that. XRP was definitely lower than that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. XRP was down here. That's what I'm paying attention to. That was an opportunity. People aren't listening. They're not paying attention. They're not saying, oh, well, I have opportunities. When I take my dry powder and I buy something, I am buying a trade, meaning I might not be holding this particular coin. I'm looking to make money off of this trade. So getting in, so I might, my strike might be all the way up here. But on this trade, it's down here. So I might make money doing this, right? Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. I might make some money off of that, right? And make up for the losses that I had on a crash like this. Depending on the coin, I might make the determination that, no, I'm just stocking up on this coin. Like Cardano, I'm just stocking up on Cardano. I'm just stocking up on Bitcoin. I'm just stocking up on Link. I'm stocking up on Shiba Inu. People asked me last night, why did you buy Shiba Inu? Why'd you do that? Well, I bought Shiba Inu for one specific reason. It is the only meme coin to actually grow up. It's the only meme coin to actually grow up. Shiba Inu is not a meme coin anymore. Shiba Inu is an actual ecosystem. You got to respect that. Web3, a coin, games. So I look at that and I go, oh, now I know what you mean. Now I get it. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. We've got some big news later on tonight. We will be releasing the workbook. That workbook I just showed you, GMB X Factor Crypto Tractor. That's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I'm greatly looking forward to getting this out to the public and letting them use it. Just remember, you have to have Microsoft Excel to be able to use it. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you have a good one. If you do like what I'm doing, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you can, become a member because members get benefits. Have a good one. Bye-bye.